How do you avoid blockchain spam? Because on the one side, you have these more expensive blockchains, but the positive of that is that the block space is valuable and people don't waste the block space on nonsense transactions. How do you balance having a transactional blockchain that's cost efficient while also making sure that people don't waste the space?
Well, first of all, if you really put, if you enlarge the number of transactions we could do per second, and if you put even a minimal cost, for you to slow down a blockchain on hour, you must say, Mom, Dad, I need a few $1,000,000. What do you want to do? Well, I want to slow down the blockchain for an hour. Well, I'm saying, well, I'll tell you, I'll give you a Ferrari instead. How about that? So what we need is the following. The answer to that is to scale even more so that the same low transactions satisfy. But why we want to make sure the basic transactions, like a payment, is a fraction of a cent, sent internationally. You know how much, workers working abroad have to pay to transfer money to their family? You don't want to hear, it's painful to hear. So we seek really the democratization of finance. A democratization of finance and financial inclusion means you have to be not only scalable, because there is a lot of us, but also very cheap, because if a transaction costs 50 cents, it's very cavalier for most of us present here today to say, 50 cents. Well, 50 cents is a lot of money if you earn $50 a month. So we had to have the transaction fee that is good for the world, and to guarantee security and no spamming, you just have to increase massively the transactional output.
Let me ask you another question that's sort of related to the economics of this all. So Bitcoin was created by, we don't know who Satoshi is. Ethereum has a sort of a founder, but also the sort of nonprofit organization associated with it. Algorand, as well as some other layer ones, have VCs. They start to resemble more like traditional corporate funding models, if I'm not mistaken. How much, if in a world in which Algorand becomes the dominant platform for commerce and healthcare, et cetera, we'll talk in a minute about what that would look like. How much do the VCs own of this new world?
I'm a little confused. So let me tell you our story, right? When Steven and I and the team, Steven is our CEO, must be somewhere, and decided to say, Silvio, this is a great idea. A democratization of finance. Well, 50 cents is a lot of money if you earn $50 a month. So we had to have the transaction fee that is good for the world, and to guarantee security and no spamming, you just have to increase massively the transactional output.
Let me